Rightio, let's have a look at our next class, and that's the Veteran, Expert and Clubman. Veterans meaning anyone over the age of 35 years of age. Now, they split it up into two classes, Expert and Clubman. Clubman obviously being the guys that are just getting into the sport and are a little bit more inexperienced, and the Expert are the guys that have probably been racing for quite a long time, come out of A grade and getting into the Veterans class. Some of them trophy hunters, I might say. And the Veterans put on a great display all weekend, they did. Really do love getting out there and riding, they do. A lot of these guys have family, might have sons or daughters that are racing, so they hop on a bike and have a bit of a rough putt around as well. And some of them take it quite seriously as well. They forget about their age, and as soon as you get onto that gate, I think it's white line fever for most of them. Everything shuts off and the racing instinct comes into play. We see the two guys that really put on a show over the weekend. That was number V99, that's James Graham. Now, he's a local, he's from Mafrasale, so he had the local track knowledge, that's for sure. But chasing him was 111 Yariv Konski. Now, Yariv's been around for a while, good friend of myself, and somebody that I must say has a lot on his plate, does a lot of good work for the sport. But not only does he do a lot of work for the sport, he also gets out there and races as well. Just shows that he certainly loves motocross. Now, these two fought tooth and nail all weekend. A lot of it very nice, clean racing, and the guys really put on a great show for the spectators out there at Mafra Sale Club. Now, just because they're over 35 doesn't mean they're all wrinkled up and forgotten. A lot of these guys really love to get out for the weekend and have a bit of fun. Might see number 332 there, that's Stephen Weatherstone. Now, the story behind Stephen, a lot of people mightn't realise, but not only does Stephen ride in the Vets Club, but he also has a son that races, Josh, who's in C grade, who was just on before. Stephen's also the manager of Peter Stevens Motorcycles. Now, if it wasn't for Stephen, I don't think we'd have a lot of this racing action and the professionalism of this sport, and certainly not this TV show. So, Stephen really getting behind the sport of motocross in Victoria. And not only, again, does he support the sport, but he gets out there and races it as well. And giving it a red-hot go, as you can see. Stephen's been involved with the sport for quite some years, and he's a true believer of the sport being a great family sport. As I said, he's got his son who's racing and has just got out of the juniors now and into the seniors, so he's been racing for quite a few years as well. Number 31 there going through, that's Mark King. Now, Mark's been in the sport for quite a long time as well. A youngster that raced when he was a junior, got out of the sport and then got back into it, where you find a lot of these vets may have raced when they were juniors and decided, look, they've got a family, they're all set up, and they might get back into doing a little bit of riding. The four-strokes make it a bit easier on your body to ride, although try and tell the vets after 10 minutes and one lap, they'll tell you something different. But certainly the four-strokes make it a bit easier for the guys out there to ride. So if there's anyone that's watching out there that thinks that they might be able to get out and mix it up with these guys, go out and get yourself a four-stroke and give it a go, because it is good fun. And a lot of these guys do just go out there for the fun of it. You see Mark on the gas through there. Another jump by Stephen Weatherstone coming through. Now, I did have a chat to Steve during the day, and he was telling me by about the 4-minute mark he was spent. So that was about 2 laps in. So a lot of these guys, as you would imagine, the vets, full-time working through the week, and then come to the end of the week, they go racing. So a lot of them don't get a training regime in, as you would expect. Okay, let's go to the leaderboard. Well done, guys. Good racing.